Hey everyone, this is David, and today I'm going to be upgrading my Grin cycle satiator. Right now, there's a new version that's out. It's January 2016, and I think the new version is 1.013. So I'm going to plug it in right now, and then you're going to see, once you plug it in, you see how it's at. We'll try it one more time. But it was at I think 1.08 this one. So we're going to try to upgrade it to 1.013. It goes on for a little bit. Let me just see something here. I'm going to click it on. And then if you click on these two buttons right here, you hold it. Actually, about, and you hold this. It'll tell you also, let's see, the model. Oh, the firmware version here. 1.008. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade it right now. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Hey guys, it's David again. And today's goal is to update this satiator, cycle satiator by Grin. I've had it for a few months now. I have about 70 or 80 cycles on it, or charges. A lot of information can be found when you press the two buttons here. Let's see, hold on one sec. And you can see how far I've been. I'll hold this down, about charger again. And I'm just going to go down. You can see all my totals here. Total cycles, about 87 times I've charged on this. So this thing gets a pretty heavy workout. So I'm going to hold this. And now I'm going to go to where it says connect to PC. And I have a cable that I'll be showing you and connecting this to the PC. So you hold on to this. It says OK, ready for PC connection. Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm showing you right now is the cable connection that you have to use to get this connected to your PC. This gets plugged into your, this is a USB cable. And oh, I didn't even know it's a Grin. And this is the XLR 3-pronged. And this one has the Anderson, but recently I've started using the XT60s to charge up. So this is what it looks like. This is like the one piece. You can take this off and plug it in. So I'm going to plug this in, and I'll show you on the computer what the next step is. Okay, so I'm on my screen right now. Well, actually, last night I updated. I have two of these Cycle Grin satiators. So this is with the new. This is with the new software, and then what you can see here is. Let me see if I can show you. It has now like a little drop down where you can choose which model you have that's going to be coming up. So that's something new with this model or with this software. So for this one, I'm going to try to connect and see what happens. I'm going to try to connect. COM4. I'm going to say connect. Okay, so I'm going to try again. 1 second. Okay, I'm going to try again. I just unplugged it. Just some computer stuff. I unplugged the wire, I replugged it. I'm going to press try again, and this is what happens. So that's not good. I've had this happen before too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just reboot my PC, and I'm going to reboot the program and try again. So you might get an error message like this. No big deal. It happened before yesterday. So I'm trying to work with my second one and try to update it too. So I'm going to reboot my PC and then connect again. Okay, so I rebooted my PC. I rebooted the charger. I'm going to try again. Okay, so I'm back again and trying to get this the charger, the Grin cycle satiator, to be working. So first, I think I'm going to try to do is to update the firmware. So I'm going to do this is update satiator firmware. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to browse, and I'm going to go here, COM4, and now I'm going to click on update firmware. Good, and this is what should be happening. And you don't want to cancel this, you just want to let it go. And this is why I think I was getting those error messages before. Once the firmware is updated, and then I'm going to put my 52 volt profiles onto the charger itself. So you can see, like, even I work in the IT department. I have of my company. I'm on the help desk, so it can be a little confusing, the software. And this is my fourth time trying to work with this one because I had to update it from 0.99, version 0.99, I think it was, to point 1.008 or whatever. And now we're updating it again, and I have two of these boxes, so it can get kind of confusing in hearts. But it looks like everything is going. This is what it should be doing. So I'm pretty confident that this is working okay. So once this is done, then I'm going to probably see if I can connect. And I'm using one computer to update two cycle satiators. And that could be a problem too. I don't know if there was if that's okay or not. Maybe I should have two computers. Okay, I think I had this error message before. I'm going to come back to you in a little bit and try again. Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm back again. So when I updated the, I guess the firmware, it worked because now you can see that the version is 1.013. So that looks good to me. So now what I'm going to try to do is get this talking to my computer again with the USB cable, and then try to get the two profiles that I want onto this PC, onto this onto the charger. So this is looking good. So I think I'm halfway there. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, so it's ready for connection again. I'm going to try it again to modify some profiles that I have. And the only thing that's interesting is if you have an older one, I think it's like a whatever, the first one that came out or the 0.991, you're not going to see this menu. It's gonna go all blank. You're not going to see this, and this is something that's kind of tricky. When I first updated these chargers, so you're not going to see this at all. You're going to see like a black screen. But I think with the new versions, they have this readout that says bootloader and unplug and ready for connection. So let's see what's going to happen here. So I'm back on the screen again, and I'm going to try to connect. And you can wish me luck. This is where we were having problems before, and I'm going to press connect. And there we go. So we have all the profiles that I have. Some of them are old or whatever. And I'm going to clean this up a little bit. So I'll talk to you later. So I'm going to show you where I'm going to get my new profiles from. If you click on File, and if you go to Load Profiles from File, then I'm going to look at the 72 volt default profiles. And then I'm going to do Add Profiles. I think this is where it goes. And yeah, here we go. So these are the two that I want, the 52 and these 52. So I'm going to turn it on, and I think I'm going to turn this one on. And then I'm going to clean up. I have such a long list here. I'm going to clean up some of them, and then I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so what I did was I cleaned up some of the profiles I don't use, like these SLA batteries and this. So I have a nice, neat thing here. I'll show you what ones I kept. This is my 36 volt fast charge, 8 amps, but I'll never use it. And you see, I never used it. So I'll just leave it there just in case. Maybe when I'm traveling, I'll use it. This is a 36 lithium standard charge, and you can see I've used it about 11 times. These are my totals that I've used it with. This is the one, this charger I had at my work for a while, so I did bring my 36 volt battery into work. It charges usually at 4 amps. Now we have the 80% charge. Sometimes I park and ride, and I'm able to use this, and you can see that I charged it about 20 times using the 80%, this profile. And there's this thing here, you can make it editable, but I guess it is. This is my 48 volt fast charge, and you can see I never use this one. I don't fast charge these batteries at all because I know I learned my lesson. I had an older one and I used this and it got fried. So if you're going to put all these amps into a battery, make sure that it's a good one or that it can handle it. Because don't do these fast charges unless you know exactly what you have a quality battery and it's rated to do up to 7. Usually you want to stick between 3 and 5 amps. Now this is my 48 volt standard charge that I'm using, and you can see that I put 4 amps in. This is when I'm at work, and it finishes before I leave, maybe a couple hours before I leave, and you can see the totals here. And this is my pride and joy because this battery, you can see that I put in 50 charge. I charged it up 50 times at work, and then I have another charger, at home, my home charger, which is another 50 times. So this 40 volt battery that I have has been charged 100 times so far, and that is considered a winner to me. If you can charge a battery 100 times without it, no problems whatsoever, keep that battery because that one's going to not give you too many problems. And this is the one I bought from Lunicycles. So I also have the 48 volt 80% charge. I've done this a few times. And this is when I park and then I ride to work, which is like 11 miles. So you can see when I ride 11 miles, I think there's an average here. But maybe about 6 from full, so maybe about 6 amp hours I use. So I just subtract 4, so it's 6.5 amp hours I use. And this is the 48. This is a brand new one. I just added this. I never, maybe I'll use it for 85% charge. I'm not sure exactly when I'll use this, but okay, we'll add this one. And then we have this 52, and this is the one that I wanted. This is the standard charge. I'm getting another Lunicycle battery, which is going to be 52 volts, the little Panasonic one. And this one should be pretty exciting. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this one right now, and I'm going to charge it at 4 because everything else is at 4. And then I can always go and change it right on the thing. It's already editable. So editable. So I'm just going to do something like that. And then we have this 52, and then I'm going to change this also. I'm going to drop it down a little bit, just to 4. I know that when I go to work, as long as it finishes before I go to work, I'm happy. Like before I leave work, it's already charged up and ready to go, then I'm happy. So I'm going to try 4 for now, and then if I can always boost it up to 5. This charger is going to be at my home, so when you're sleeping, it's going to be charging. So I think that's good. 48. Oh yeah, this is at 5. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it there for now. I usually charge at 4 amps when I'm at work. Sounds about right. This sounds about right. I never use this one again, and this one I used a couple times. So everything looks good. So now I'm going to save it. Press Save Data. And it's writing. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So maybe I spent about 10 minutes trying to troubleshoot this. I got it working. Everything is good. And it says success. Awesome. So I'm going to show you the new profile that I have on the charger. And then we'll call it a day. I'm going to press OK here. Also, I'm going to show you help the stats. And you can see how many charges are on this one. You can see that I ride a lot. And then I'm also going to click on help and about, and you can see that it's already updated to the newest 1.013. Okay, so what I did was before was there's a connect and disconnect. I just pressed the disconnect button, and that seemed to disconnect the satiator from the computer. And then I'll show you the charger as well. Hold on one second. Okay, guys, I'm back. So what I did was I put the cables away. You don't need them until probably the next update that happens from Grin. And I just put them in a plastic bag. I'm going to plug in the satiator now, and you can see that the version has been updated. And now if I hold the up-out button, you can see all the profiles I have. This is D is for default. And this is my my typical 4 amp charging that I use. And I'm going to go through all of them here. This is my fast charge that I never use. And this is my 80% charge, which I use, standard. And then up, and this is the one that I wanted on there. You can see this is the 85% one, and this is the standard charge. And you can see that 58.8 volts looks right, and 4.0 amps. That seems to be all good. So it looks like this has been updated successfully. Thanks for watching my video. This video was kind of complicated to make because, you have to go to the computer, you have to go back to this. Really don't have a great setup for this, and I know that's kind of, not perfect, but anyone who is getting one of these cycle satiators, for me, they're about $300 each, and I decided to buy two because I keep one at work and one at home. The reason why I bought this is because there's no fan, so it's ultra quiet. I like this OLED display, and you're going to be, for me, when I charge up at the office, it's almost like you're babysitting a puppy because this thing is going to be on your desk for hours and hours and hours charging. And if you ever have a fire at work or something with a crappy charger, then they're going to be pretty upset, especially when you're in an office building and in New York City in one of the high rises. It doesn't look good if you have something with a fan in this on your desk. This thing, I feel like I can get away with. It's quiet. There's no noise, and I feel that it's safe enough that I can work with. I don't let it charge when I'm away, but like at lunch, I'll stop it and then start it again. Stuff like that. So I think this is a good charger. I think it's very well made, and this will outlast any battery that you buy. So but it's good for 60 volts. So if you have a 36-volt battery, a 48-volt, or a 52, this is what I use it for. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye. And here we are charging my battery. This is a 48-volt battery, and it has to go to 54.5, and then it's going to trickle down. The amps will slowly go down. It'll probably take about another hour or so to finish this off. While you're charging it, you can click on this button. You can see the where it started, where it's going to finish. This is pretty good. This is, like I said, our totals. Once you've updated your cycle Satiator, you can find out your cycles, kilowatt hours, amp hours, watt hours, all the good stuff. So you can see this one has been heavily used. This battery is doing pretty good. It has about 100 cycles, so I have 50 here and 50 on my other charger. And that's really about it.